Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox. Welcome to the Converge20 podcast series, where we feature speakers and events from the upcoming Converge20. Converge is in its fifth year of bringing together the world's leading companies for 2 days of dynamic speakers, thought-provoking breakout sessions, and opportunity to connect with the top like-minded compliance professionals literally across the globe. This year, the conference has gone virtual, but you will still leave the conference with new resources and best practices, allowing you to continue the hard work of driving ethics to the center of business. I link to the convergent registration and the show notes, so go ahead and register as it's at no charge. In this episode, I visit with Valerie Charles, who talks about her panel, which will discuss the update to the evaluation of corporate compliance programs. Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox, back for another episode of Converge20. Today, I have with me Rob Mitchell. First of all, Rob, thanks so much for taking the time to visit with me today.
Hey, a pleasure, Tom. Thank you.
Rob, what's your role at Exeter?
So I look after Europe, Middle East, Africa for something called Third Party Management and Due Diligence. This is where we utilize technology solutions for clients to automate their due diligence processes.
Rob, I was wondering if you might be able to give us a little teaser about your presentation at Converge20, and I will tell the audience that it directly relates to your work at Exeter. So tell us a little bit about how are you going to help us understand third party and third party risk management?
Well, the first thing to mention is I've got two complete rock stars helping me to do that. One is Sergio Marini, who is the Chief Compliance Officer of LVMH Group Holdings, so Louis Vuitton in Paris. And the second is a gentleman called Sunny Mann, and Sunny heads up sanctions compliance and trade. And Sunny's an incredible lawyer working for Baker McKenzie in London.
So could you tell us a little bit about maybe a teaser on your presentation, or is it going to be you pitching questions to these rock stars?
As a combination of the two, actually. I'd like to for them to really show their expertise on the telephone and also in the presentation to talk about various issues that we're seeing at the present time in relation to sanctions against organizations like XPCC and what that really means from a practical perspective. We're going to be covering other issues as well, for example, like environment and social governance, like, for example, various areas of China where more due diligence needs to be undertaken, and practical ways that you can actually cover that due diligence as well, and what to do. So it's more focused on the practical areas, but also a little bit on the legal side of things, and from a corporate perspective, how you'd actually put those legal pieces and the practicalities into practice using technology and automation.
Rob, I believe your presentation is going to be part of the European focus of Converge, but I was interested that it seems like you're going to have information which the U.S. compliance practitioner could also use if they're doing business in your part of the world or any of the parts of the world that you cover. Would that be fair as well?
Absolutely, absolutely. If you read the newspapers over the last few days, you'd see in particular that the sanctions, the U.S. sanctions against XPCC in particular, are of real note and are really important to the U.S. clothing apparel industry especially. So absolutely, it's going to have relevance on both sides of the pond.
Rob, I want to change focus just a little bit and ask, what do you hope to get out of Converge20?
To have fun. And also to help people learn. We were at Converge 2019 in Brussels, and I have to say, in my 20 years of being involved in the due diligence industry, I've never been to a better conference. What I'm looking for in particular is the real diverse nature of speakers. Last year we had anything from people involved with wildlife protection all the way through to ethics and bribery, and people from FIFA all the way through to tobacco giants. And it was that real diverse nature of organizations and people that made it so engaging and interesting. I'm looking for different ways to tackle the same issues that clients face, and that is how to manage third parties or, for example, different ways to engage people as well within an organization. And I think, again, the diverse nature of the speakers and the type of people lined up by Conversant is fantastic in order to help customers do that.
Rob, unfortunately, we are near the end of our time for this episode, but I wanted to thank you for taking the time to visit with me. I look forward to not only hearing your presentation, but engaging with you at Converge20.
A pleasure, Tom. A pleasure. Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox again. I hope you enjoyed this podcast about one of our Converge20 speakers or Converge20 events. I hope you will join me at this event. You can't beat the price. It's free. I've linked to, in the show notes, registration and information. This is going to be literally the best virtual compliance conference of the year. Can't beat the price. You'll be with the top compliance professionals around, and it will be an experience second to none. I hope you will plan to join me, and I look forward to visiting with you virtually at Converge20.